Yay.
At least I hope.
It says we are.
Yes.
At least I hope. Right. Welcome to Voices in the Wilderness, a 13th Age adventure. When we last left our heroes, they were going around the Empire to kind of put the pieces back together. Does anybody want to give us a quick recap? Do I have to volunteer somebody to give a quick recap?
Sorry, I was putting the announcement out. Well, a lot happened last time, really. At least plot-wise, we took care of some pretty major stuff. We talked to Indra. Basically told her what had happened with the Emperor or Empress, and then told her that that really she should hide the Emperor, and that the most stable option was for them to form a democratic government. Then we went and talked to Orlando, and well, Orlando didn't immediately attack us, but I can't say he likes us all that much better. I guess we're not enemies anymore, but that doesn't mean he likes us. Am I missing something?
No,
Which is a bit of a relief. Ferris Day.
I mean, that was a while ago.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
We won the Whizball tournament by doing horrible, unspeakable things to the other players. But that's an episode you can watch on TinkerTabletop.com or YouTube/TinkerTabletop.
All right. I also have a couple of magic items to give out, which I haven't really talked about from a while back.
Yay, I think.
All right, Carnifex, you have a big new sword.
That I do. I actually was just reading up on it.
Does that mean that the frog gets his sword back?
No, Zexel took Dolan Arthur's sword and gave me his.
That's right, that did happen, yes.
It was like a few sessions ago.
Before Ferris Week.
Yep.
So you now have Andreas Zexel's sword, Executioner, which gives you a +3 to attack and damage because it is a epic level magic item. Executioner channels the spirit of revenge from the user. On a critical, the weapon deals an additional 20 ongoing chaos damage to the target. Chaos damage is just something I've added to the game. It is essentially what in some games are pure damage. It just hits for what it hits. There is no resist, there is no vulnerability. If the target rolls a successful save against this damage, you may cancel that save by taking 20 chaos damage yourself. This weapon was made specifically for Andreas Zexel. As such, using it raises some questions with the Dragon Mistress. Gain a 1-point conflicted relationship with her as long as you have this sword. And the quirk is you have restless dreams of serving two masters. If the weapon takes over, you will follow the Dragon Mistress's agenda.
That's going to be confusing. For your character, I mean.
Yay, I'm not the only one with conflicted bosses.
One of the bosses being yourself, I'm not sure counts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Just it's Malkesh's all the way down. So
Malkesh Inception.
Alright, and I am just adding this for Gunhild right now. You have Zexal's Steel Cloak. So this, on its base, as it's an epic item, gives you +3 to PD, and using a recharge 6 for the rest of the battle, that will also apply to your AC.
Right.
So you could make Gunhild very tanky.
Seemed to reason.
Alright. So, where are you now that you're done with the discussion with Arlando?
Let's see. Lissy stormed out making strange comments. Malkesh's mind imploded and he chased after.
Oh yeah.
And then I guess the rest of the people left the room, and I don't think there was a decision post that.
Well, let's catch up with the party then. And as the reminder, you still have a few people to talk to, including Vaguna and Lockhart, and of course probably catching up with your own NPCs. So since we have kind of everybody running off into different directions, I will give the reins to you folks.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
The worst.
Well, we do.
Did you ever decide something on what we're going to do with Flockhart or whatever? Like, because I missed a lot of stuff when I was gone, but apparently, like, it was some pretty sketchy stuff.
Well, we need to confront him. It's just that I don't know. Actually, with Ferris gone, who else are we missing? Are we missing anybody?
Focus.
Hunhow.
Oh, Hunhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh gosh, that's
Okay.
I'm expecting that to be a fight. So I'm thinking, do we want to wait till we have more people? But then you're leaving. We need you there for the crusade shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
But then the only people that have seen him do something dodgy is Ferris and Hunhow. So do we need to try and convince Carnifex that something ain't right with this person?
I mean, Malkesh and Lissy were also there to see the thing in question, which is in the basement of the library. You found a strange metal hexagon, metal consistent with a device used in the Crusade and in the machines used in the laboratory in the forest, or at least the repairs to the machines of the laboratory in the forest.
Maybe we actually need to confront Carnifex and ask about it.
Well, we brought it up during the big player discussion that Carnifex was there for.
I think, yeah, that's how he knew about it, and he just seemed angry. Like, or angrier.
What? The angriest.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Carnifex knows, but I don't know if Carnifex has made any general statements as to how we should approach this.
I have not.
You also know that you did bike together with Lockhart down into the library basement, and you did let him return to the surface.
No, Ferris let him.
Ferris-
Let it go, let it go.
However, you also know that he was one of the people to make sure that your group still had free reign of the city, that you weren't kind of taken in or imprisoned for questioning based on the fact that you all were in the basement of the Imperial Library as a whole bunch of bad things happened and now important people are missing.
Like babies.
Well, as far as they know, the baby's gone.
Now, was there anything that actually tied Flockhart to this stuff, or is it just that the library somehow is getting their hands on Crusader, I guess, technology or materials?
Well, I mean, it was opening a gate that was effectively an attack on the library.
The implication is there. We don't have direct evidence that Flockhart is involved, but we do have evidence that the Crusade maybe
is involved.
Lockhart.
Oh, yeah, Lockhart.
Yeah.
He's just
Flockhart is the hyper chicken one.
Yeah. I mean, just thinking about it, I don't know. I don't, like, we could go talk to him, and
I mean, we have to talk to him.
I mean,
honestly, oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Is it actually a problem?
If someone's using Crusader stuff to bring demons into the city, yes. Yes, it's probably going to be a problem.
That is a potential problem. It also kind of mildly, possibly ties the Crusade to, well, the whole experiment that you exploded in the forest.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of the biggest problems we've got remaining at this point. Now that Arlondo is trying to take over the country.
He's not really just going to confess to it, though, is he?
But that's assuming that he's part of it.
Right.
I mean, we could try one of those, sort of subtle interrogation things, which I don't think any of us are actually good at. We're talking to you, but what's going on? Or,
None of the subtle people turned up today, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or we could just boot down the door and say, what the fuck is going on?
We could strap him to a chair and torture him until he talks.
I suppose he still is he a superior officer to you?
I think we hold the same rank, but he is appointed higher than me.
Yeah.
Out of character... Sorry, go ahead, Ted.
He is effectively in charge of all Crusade operations in kind of the capital region right now.
Well, we could always just tell him and see how he reacts.
I too was thinking that. And also maybe trying to, again, because we need someone, if someone in the Crusader is doing stuff that we don't want them to do, trying to get Carnifex into a slightly higher position of authority just so he knows more of what's going on may help. I'm not saying take over the Crusade, but maybe, like, hey,
But
shit's
maybe
getting
take
busy.
over the Crusade.
Carnifex, do
Shit's
you
getting-
want to be in charge of the Crusade?
Oh God, no. God,
What?
no.
You
Like
could-
maybe second in command, like, hey, I'll be your right hand man. I'll take care of all this stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
Do
And
you
like,
want your girlfriend to be
run the
in charge
steam
of the
fuck-
Crusade?
oh no, never mix work and pleasure.
Forgive me, but I've been watching a lot of Deep Space Nine, and all I can think about is the scene where the Admiral goes to Cisco. If you ever pull a stunt like that again, I'm either gonna court-martial you or promote you, and both are bad.
I think the tell him what we found, see how he reacts, and then wing it from there. Probably is our best choice since we have no subtle talking
Yeah.
people.
At this point, it's our only choice.
I'm very sorry for getting you into this moral quandary potentially. But that's all out of character.
Ah,
We're gonna need another cake.
Oh, I was just gonna check Kellen actually, just to make sure that he was.
yeah, I'm here. Sorry. I don't think another cake is as necessary for this.
I'm just saying, if we have to tie him to a chair and torture him, he's probably not gonna be as okay with that.
I mean, I would hope we don't have to tie into a chair.
I mean, yeah, but
Can we try to not torture my boss? Maybe.
I mean, if he's responsible for literally releasing demons on the Imperial
Well,
City as part of
that's
a coup,
when we arrest him, and Vaguna takes over all torturing responsibility, and our hands are
That's
clean
fine.
of it.
Once again,
What's good is having clean hands. You can wear
besides
gloves.
Gunhild, the people that are bothered by moral quandaries are not here.
Also, to be fair, how would Carnifex react if he really truly thought that this person was responsible for that? Something tells me Carnifex would not have as much of an issue with the whole torture/killing as you would.
Hey, we have a chance to sway Gunhild onto our side of moral quandary thinking.
Like, that's kind of like the ultimate betrayal of the Crusade, isn't it? To work with the demons.
Kinda, yeah.
Even though Carnifex is a demon.
Some days.
I hate you all.
Carnifex is the best demon.
I have a feeling we're just giving Dan ammunition for the later in-character talking section.
Yes, we probably are.
All right,
I mean,
then I guess
has anybody else kind of thought that it's been a little bit weird that Carnifex is in the Crusade and there's no like prejudice or any sort of recognition of the fact that he's actually a demon?
Because he's been in it for like a very long time, like a very, very long time. And meow.
Oh no, Kellen's going down! Pull up, Kellen! Pull up!
Quick, deploy your parachute.
So tired of audio issues today.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry,
It's a
Kellen.
low-flying plane. I don't know why they felt the need. Please continue.
Well, it's because he's been in the Crusade for so long. Because I mean, don't forget, we met tiny, like teenage Carnifex when we traveled back into the past, hundreds or thousands of years. So he's been in
They
there for
still-
that long.
He's kind of like the Hellboy of the Crusade, isn't he?
To be fair, I don't
Kinda?
know if any of us were there then, except maybe Gunhild.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Gunhild was there. Oh right, yeah, completely different group. Never mind.
Adventurer tier was very different.
All right. Well, I think that sounds like out of character. We at least have a plan to go with.
Yeah.
And
In character.
And it
Sorry,
does it does seem that this is having somebody who is on the side with demonic abilities seems to be an acceptable in the Crusade, because once again Reinhardt kind of got corrupted a bit but remains on the side, and if anything he's more competent now.
Yeah, less likely to fall for all my ploys and schemes now.
All right. In character, my character is an idiot and now has to follow up with some of the stupidest things that I will ever say in character.
Let's go.
So Malkesh chases after Lissy.
Oh no. He doesn't have to, really.
But listen, he's too dumb to not.
But he's not dumb.
He really is.
He's just. He's just a little sideways, is all.
He's not stupid, he is dumb. Lissy, wait up!
I need a drink!
No, I mean, maybe.
I need all
yes.
the drinks, all of them.
Okay. Where do we get all the drinks?
She actually stops and thinks. We need a pub.
Okay, a pub. Yeah, that makes sense. They would have drinks, but not all the drinks.
Killing. No, we need a warehouse.
You think a warehouse will be open at this time of day?
I think it doesn't need to be open.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why don't we the drink
That
all
way.
the drinks?
It's that way.
Okay.
I can smell
All
it.
right.
It's
I'll
that
follow.
way. We're gonna go. Yeah.
Okay. Malkesh follows
So
because
basically,
he caught up with her and ran out of things to say.
they're gonna go down to the front and break into a warehouse and just, yeah.
I'd like to correct that. They're not breaking in. The window was open slightly, and they're so small.
Yes. Well,
really-
yeah.
They didn't break anything.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
there are screams of an Orkbee's got in. Oh no!
All right, I just need to scramble together an encounter.
I am not breaking.
How many people is Malkesh gonna have to kill to have this conversation?
You can just kill people in the background. I'm going to drink. Because now I'm not dealing with just one relationship issue. I'm probably dealing with two.
No, you're just dealing with a naive goblin who has no idea what the hell's going on. Because his book and education stops at puppy love crushes.
Oh, you're not helping.
It's the truth. You grew up in slavery. It's not like he had a chance to learn about any of that shit.
You're
Hell, he's
really
never even had the
not
talk.
helping. I've made trouble for Dan.
Oh no, You guys have set the scene. This is all you.
The entire beanstalk. No, I think that's a very different talk than what that would be. Something about drugs and like topical venom application or something like that.
Just emptying pure whiskey barrels.
All right, so you're in a place where you can get the drinks,
All of the drinks.
all of
apparently.
the drinks.
And
As
not
they-
cheap drinks, because I'm not that kind of girl.
As they slip in, Malkesh says, "Hey, I think I stole some scientific alcohol from the other warehouse with Ferris that one time. Nice place. A lot better than the slaughterhouse district."
Scientific alcohol?
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink it.
What's the point of having alcohol that you can't drink?
Well, it can make you go blind. Like,
I have yet to encounter such a drink.
well, you're not. Well, we needed it for a formula. To be fair, it was more of a hallucinogenic.
Oh, so you did drink,
technically. Yes,
even though you're
But-
not supposed to.
but after we mixed it with a lot of herbs and formed a solution with it.
You're talking about distilling proper alcohol.
No, not distill. We didn't distill it. Technically, we just. Well, I guess we did distill it. We used a cow bone as a filter and then cooked the pot it was in until such time as it basically reduced the solution down to a purer form. So, really, we didn't drink the distillate, we drank the remains.
Oh, okay. Do you still have any?
Yes, I do. I always kind of keep it for those like days when the food tastes like blah.
What, just to spice things up?
Well, it's more like go on a trip of self-discovery for 6 hours and every food tastes like heaven.
Oh.
It's not quite ketchup, but it works.
I don't think I need any more self-discovery for a day, Malkesh.
Oh, that's actually kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
Glug. Glug, 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 glug.
He kind of rubs his hands together and then eventually just, like, starts pulling on one of his ears. You know, I did everything I could to try to help you and, Orlando get back together, because it's obvious you have feelings for him. But then he kind of stops, and there's this really awkward pause where he just doesn't seem to want to speak the next couple phrases.
Orlando and I, it's incredibly complicated. It's me not wanting to confront what I feel and him being an asshole and meeting in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, I understand, because yeah, he is a little bit of an asshole, but he isn't entirely an unjustified asshole, but I can tell you really care about him, so I've kind of I guess what I want to ask is, well, you remember Guildholm, right?
Wait, and she takes another drink. Yeah, yes.
When the lab exploded.
Yes.
Well,
I remember a lot of pink.
yeah, that pink was me. But you saved me.
Of course I saved you.
Well, that's the thing. People don't typically do that. At least physically.
Yes, but then you gave me a book, didn't you?
I did.
You had to go and give me a book.
I did. I wanted to repay you, but see, I like you. Soap opera dramatic pause.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I like you too. I mean, we made instant cake together.
Yes.
How can you not like somebody that likes instant cake?
I don't have. Sorry, out of character. This needs to be shared with the stream. Dollar just wrote, "This is why I did an NPC. Less drama." Absolutely correct, sir.
It's very hard to play a sensitive character.
Well, see, I like you more than instant cake, though. I mean, I kind of want to make more people with you.
Oh, Malkesh, I don't. There's mechanics involved in that I'm not sure I'm really all that aware of.
I mean, like Arthur. You know,
Oh, yes, yeah, I meant that too.
I don't know. I didn't want to have. I didn't want to kill Orlando because I knew it would. I knew I'd pretty much lose you entirely then, but I don't. Part of me doesn't want you to get back with Orlando. And I know that's selfish, and I think the old me probably would have just killed him and pretended like I didn't know what happened. Well, kneecaps would have worked, yeah, but I mean, bird kneecaps are really tiny. Also backwards.
I don't really know what you would do with bird kneecaps now that I think about it.
Well, Kesha's looking off to the side like he's really trying to figure it out. I don't either, but that's beside the point. I and he kind of walks over to the barrel and like takes a like almost dunks his head in it and comes back up with a full mouthful. This is really hard. I'm not good at these sort of things.
All I really wanted was a partner. But then I had one, and I lost it. What I've been able to have with you is what I've been able to have with you is that partnership again. And I don't think Orlando really wants that from me anymore.
No, I think he may have to spend some time walking his own path for a little bit.
I think he probably needs to make up with Rixus as well.
Yeah. You don't think they'd start dating, do you?
I have asked this question, and the answer is probably not.
I don't know. I don't really know how that all works. Honestly.
I don't think Orlando's looking for anything like that at the minute.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm an expert. And we've both changed a lot. It's been a long time.
That's true. You've built a lot more stuff since then. You know, let's why don't we take this barrel back and figure out how to take care of this Empire problem. Maybe I can buy you another book.
Another boat?
Book, I said,
Oh,
but
book.
we can work on a boat.
Sure.
I have some contacts with, I mean, they're called ferrymen. They gotta know something about boats, right?
What kind of person would you like to build?
I haven't decided yet. I figured maybe we could do that together and have an adventure.
She squints. The warehouse is probably on fire. Something explodes in the background. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Well, then yeah, let's do that. And I have to leave for just a second, so excuse me.
Okay.
Scene end.
Right. Back to the bulk of the party.
Hello.
What are you going to deal with?
Oh.
I somehow think that Carnifex's relationship is a lot more complicated at the minute.
I don't know about that. Maybe, but probably Lockhart. I mean, I could do it on my own, but Gunhild's the only other person that's like technically here at the moment. Wanna come along? Kick open some doors? Or, politely knock and enter the room, one of the two.
I mean, if everybody establishes, we can easily just say yes after their scene. Alyssa and Malkesh do catch up if you want to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be better, but I'm the one doing the talking for now because it is my boss, chain of command and whatnot.
And we're very drunk.
That
Very
too.
drunk.
I would like to keep the door kicking down to a minimum if possible. Only if necessary. Make a good first impression.
The door kicking was a joke.
It's hard to tell with the Carnifex.
I know.
What's this about door cooking?
Oh
think they
god.
wanna
She's just gonna pick up Malkesh and just haul him over her shoulder. Which is really not much to haul there, but she still does it.
Malkesh goes limp. Which he's very good at because he's half dead.
If you guys get arrested for anything, I'm leaving you in jail. Let's go.
Why would you think we'd get arrested for anything? And
That's
they're
why.
both smoking. Like, as in embers.
She's... Gunhild stuffs Lissy under her other arm. Keeping an eye on you.
She also falls asleep.
Are we flying, Lizzie? Is this what flying is?
I don't know, but it's hard to breathe.
You know what? I'm half tempted to stash
Go
these
back.
two and bring Morton, the elf, with us.
What?
What's her name?
Why does it smell like dragon armpit?
Go back to sleep. It's a school night.
Oh, okay. What's school?
I hate you all.
Alright, so you are going to Lockhart?
Yep. Despite my better judgment, yes.
Right, you have no problem getting pretty much with Carnifex, no problem getting into the Crusade complex, and Lockhart has pretty much put no obstacles in the way of you getting to see him either, so it's not too long before you end up in the command office for the Empire.
Oh my. Well, just oh god, what is? Oh, okay. Just come in, come to attention, do the salute thing. Sir.
Commander Carnifex. Boy, it's gonna take me a second to find this voice again.
Something has come to my attention, sir, that we are going to have to potentially deal with.
There's no shortage of things that have come into attention, son.
We live in trying times, sir.
Well, I'm glad to see you've done nothing that'll get you thrown in jail.
Yes. I have not.
Why don't my feet work?
And then I go in to do the report. Well, just the stuff we found, the demony crusader stuff, because no one has told me not to. Basically, everything we found, everything we can confer from it, and asking if he has heard anything about this himself.
Now, we were fighting together there as well. The fact of the matter is we did recover one of the gate hexes. From what I assume your allies also encountered. It's an unfortunate part of the Crusade history.
Now, out of character, you like gate hexes. I don't know if we ever talked about these before. Does Carnifex know what they are, other than things?
You would have been able to, because I believe Lissy did do an analysis of them, so in interest of reminding everybody, they are a essentially hexagonal runic slab of metal that opens and maintains a gate to the Red World, almost capturing it.
And are they still in heavy use these days, or is it like they've been mothballed and someone's pulling them out?
This wouldn't be something you heard of since the early day.
Okay.
They would have been used back in the war for essentially rescue missions. At least that's what you would have been told. Yes,
Okay.
the use of these is trouble. I have to ask. I'm only getting trickle-downs of what happened in the Imperial Retreat. Hoping you could shed some light on that.
Okay, now, again, out of character, I know this is something that we talked about earlier, but I can't remember the gist of it. Is that what were we telling everyone that happened? Like, the people that were not telling the full truth? I'm asking you guys if you...
What's her name? I'm trying... Not Indra. Was another name. Begin with an I.
Oh,
Ilya.
Ilya,
Yep,
thank
yeah.
you. Killed pretty much all the nobles.
And then what are we saying about the baby? Just that it's currently...
We aren't mentioning the
unknown.
baby. We're sort of low-key implying the baby included all nobles. Like the baby is included in that. I don't think we've said directly that the baby is dead, but we have heavily implied so.
Well, sir, as far as we could tell, Ilya betrayed us and basically slaughtered all the nobility.
After we parted ways, I assume any threats in the library have been taken care of.
The threats have been dealt with, and that portion of the library no longer exists.
Let's see. And unfortunately, I will have to admit, I believe I have been played. You are the most ranking officer besides me here, Carnifex, so I must make a report to you on that. Fortunately, in my believing that Florentine and the library posed a threat to the stability of the Empire, I threw my lot in with Ilya and what I thought was the nobility. Fortunately, that may have given her access, at least what I provided, to some Crusader supplies, including access to those hex rings. Fortunately, what I got in return seems not to have paid off in any aspect.
Gunhill, can you turn me around? I'm looking the wrong way.
This does not bode well.
Gunhill?
Quiet.
No, but it's too neat. What did he get for trading those hex rings?
That is a good point.
What good comes from giving demon gates to somebody for any reason if your job is to stop the demons? Why have demon gates?
They were used for rescue missions.
Not entirely.
There we go.
Fortunately, I have been making it my work to try to find a way to eliminate the use of those demon gates, despite our great general's insistence that they are the necessary way to defeat the threat at hand. You see, while they have been out of use many, many years in the war proper, and our crusade general is long, long lived, discovered, well, Carnifex through the use of soldiers like you, the ability to break demons, to turn them to our side, was instrumental in winning battles and instrumental in turning the tide. Fortunately, it was unreliable to find access to demons in the right stage of the corruption. You're more far gone than anyone ever recovered. You are unique in your class, and look at what you've become. But Crusade history says, at least at the most classified levels, that it would be easy to predict what losses would be taken. Secure gates to where we believe those losses would be captured to, then recover them.
Carnifex? Can you turn me towards Carnifex? It was really embarrassing talking through my butt.
Is he
Gunhill.
alright?
Just give me a second here.
He's
Just,
never
hold
alright.
on. She kind of puts him down on like a nearest table. Like, don't you have anything to sober up?
I can sober up whenever I want. It's more fun to be drunk. I don't really drink. I don't really breathe.
You've mentioned that many
I
times.
give,
but nobody,
I give it up.
he's not going to take you seriously unless you're sober.
The point either works or he doesn't. Let's see. So, the question I have is, Carnifex, does he know that we're being groomed by the demons? That every interaction is just their attempt at making us more nutritious?
Wait, did Carnifex know that?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, now Carnifex knows. It's good.
I'm curious about something he just said, too. How long-lived is the commander, exactly?
The Crusade General is an old machine. One of the first Forgeborn.
Oh.
It would happen to be made out of that same material as the Hex Gate by any chance. What?
There's a reason our armor is distinct and our equipment unique and powerful.
It didn't really answer my question.
It is a correct assumption.
So, are you saying that with these hex gates, which have a connection with the demon world, they this general could become corrupt over this time.
All possibility. As said, I do not think it is a reliable way to bolster our losses, or forces, I should say. That level of connection with the demonic entity is dangerous, as you pointed out. And the idea of orchestrating losses for predictable captures is intolerable. It's why we haven't done that for years, but the success of Commander Carnifex and others of his ilk lately has reignited interest over the past few years.
There's more like Carnifex?
As I said, no one as far influenced as Carnifex. Bits, pieces, like your friend, Commander Reinhardt. Most of them, well, if not grabbed at the right way, you'll bring back 10 people and one will be salvageable and the rest will be vegetables. Or worse, monsters.
So, what's your opinion on all the imperial nobility dying? Sorry, I'm drooling. Guys, give me projection. Okay.
You need a
Little
tissue.
blunt.
Here, let me give you a. I can't really reach.
Here, I'll
She's
take
really-
it. Here.
Gunhill's really big.
Gunhild is really big.
This isn't the time.
I did not know we were so beset on all sides by corruption. Perhaps I single-mindedly focused in on the threat within the library.
Did you know that Florentine had plans?
Discussed it. She had kept it. Well, all of us had discussed it, that she had kept it so secretive, but we knew that she had. That she would be a threat.
Out
Did
of
you know-
character, I must have forgot that. Sorry.
Yeah,
It
one
was
of
a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, one of the things Lockhart implored Carnifex to do was dig up information on what the library was up to. And I'm not sure how much of that Carnifex shared.
But enough of it, like the whole secret elevator and the barrels of stuff that he saw going down and
I
hidden
meant-
levels.
Meant more with the party.
Oh,
How much you shared that you were doing intel for the Crusade.
well, I told him that's why I went along with Hunhao and that, because I was helping them and doing my job at the same time. Again, it was a while ago, because I forget who went. It was me, Hunhao, and I think maybe Melkesh went to the library.
Yes.
Because they were going to go, and I'm like, I'm going too. Why? So I can get you in, and also I was asked to by my boss.
Okay, I remember now. Okay. I'm trying to think of the next question I want to ask. So, what's your opinion on the Empire becoming a democratic elected government?
That is a fairly massive change to bring up in passing.
I'm just curious what you think, that's all. Can't we be friends and have an open discussion?
There's a certain level of oversight that would come with that.
Of course. Do you fear oversight?
Public facing, you all know this, the Crusade does what's necessary. What's necessary is not always pretty.
Considering what's coming, do you think that'll be a problem? Do you think people would be against that?
I am worried what will happen when the Crusade General returns.
He's not here?
Not in the city right now. The General is searching for weaknesses. Away is overseeing both what's going on the continent here, but also working with Commander Thoth to secure weapons. Unconventional, not likely to be seen on the continent. Fortunately, I feel he will find my results in finding a replacement for demonic influenced troops unsatisfactory.
Okay, now again, out of character. We find a way to seal the rift, but like we'd have to. Do we share that with anybody?
No.
Should we potentially?
No. Not yet. I don't think so. I mean, Gunhild knows.
You
And
guys told me.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure we
asked
told
me
you
to
in
keep
character.
it,
Yeah.
and you asked me to keep it aside, and I said for now I will. But
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you in character. If you think you'd tell him, you can tell him. I'm not going to tell you how to play your character. But in character, Malkash was that we could probably keep that quiet until things are stable again.
I guess you have to decide whether or not Lockhart can give us any help towards doing what we need to do.
Yeah. Malkash
That-
was about to literally ask you if you trust him or not.
I mean, he's been pretty much upfront with everything, including his involvement in stuff that we had suspicions about. Like, I have to say, of all the people other than Indra, he is one of the few that has helped us. And even though he did something wrong, he was the first to go, "Oh shit, that was dumb, that was wrong."
Okay.
And I mean, he's trying to not convert people into demon men, so that
As far as we know.
strike
Is
as
he-
far as we know.
Is he upset that like troops of Crusaders would go in and then like 1 out of 10 would be okay?
Yeah, he didn't want to do. From what I get from what Dan said, if I'm getting this wrong, let me know. But it seems like they want to send people in, demonify him a bit, take him back out, and like 1 in 10 would be okay. He's like, well, 1, I don't want this to happen, and 2, it is happening, and I'm upset that look at this, people are dying needlessly, basically.
It's yes, mostly got it there. That this is a potential strategy that might be readopted, and he has been trying to find a way to avoid that, to get the same results without the danger.
Okay, so this was the sort of thing that would happen when Carnifex was young. And
Yeah.
it's gone out of popularity, so now it's being thought of again, and he's trying to right.
Makes sense. Conflict? I mean, do you believe what he says?
I have no reason to doubt it.
Okay then, Gunhild, you can put me down now.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. So, I guess we don't have to tie you to a chair and bite your kneecaps off. That's good.
Why did I put you down?
Aww.
I told you we weren't tying my boss to a chair.
Listen, it was an option. How are you sober already too, Lissy? I'm dead. That's my excuse.
I'm an Akbi.
Damn. Alright,
I'm ready to invent something. I don't know about you.
well, maybe time for that later. Alright, so...
That said, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but if your plan is to change the political structure of the Empire, as well as prevent the use of demonic troops, then you're going to get into some conflict with the current Crusade High Command.
They seem a bit dodgy at the minute.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about them, but I'm really not surprised. Also, we don't have to worry about changing the political landscape. It's already been done for us. Florentine did that when she made the whole goddamn country eligible to be the emperor.
That's what she was doing?
Pretty much. I mean, that's sort of the, my first book of Bones answer, but yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Alkesh, we need to have a talk about subtlety.
Don't understand what you mean by that. Am I not subtle?
None of us are. None present.
The subtle people didn't make it today.
I have long been trying to find an alternative to win over the Crusade generals. Thoughts. Steer away from such deplorable methodology. But undoubtedly you have to understand that there is a necessary need to fight fire with fire. Carnifex, you use that power. Your associate Hun Hao as well. I've seen his magic. But it needs to be done safely and exposing people and hoping it'll go for the best, especially if what you say is true, that they are one step ahead of me. I don't have an alternative to provide him to win him to our side. My black site has gone dark recently. But you've been helpful. You've been understanding. It seems you have the good of the Empire at your heart. So if you need my assistance, then I'll do what I can. But I would not expect a return to go well. This would be seen as a coup.
You're a little late for that. The coup already happened. Your friend did that pretty well.
Well, they're still in charge though, so it's not completely a coup. Now, if all this talk of going towards demon solutions as well is not, I mean, the thing is that you send 10 good people in, and yeah, maybe 8 come out as vegetables, but you could send a really good person and they could turn and stay. I mean,
Exactly.
what's to stop a really powerful person like Carnifex staying on the other side?
Exactly. Unreliable, unsustainable, dangerous. Not worth the tactical. We needed a way that was more specific, granted those abilities, didn't risk corruption, I wish I could say I was successful.
You're saying that in the past tense. Like it's something you already tried.
Now there's... As I said, I've made attempts. And I knew that this conflict with the commander, or high commander, general, even more so than me, would come, and I knew I would have to have something to offer him. Part of that, well, may have led me down to some of the bad decisions that caused what we saw in the basement of the library. But I have nothing to show for it. No reports in weeks.
What exactly is it that you did? I mean, there's nothing left of the library now, so at least
unfortunately,
parts of it.
this is still a military operation, and come with me so far, I need to let you know the things that you were involved with so we can be on the same page, but there is some things in the Crusade that still need to be classified from those outside.
Gunhill just elbows Carnifex in the side.
Lissy elbows him in the ankle. If we're gonna come up against something that...
Sorry, no, I was speaking. I forgot I was on push to talk.
Oh, sorry, Dollard.
Okay.
I was basically saying, asking you guys to step outside for a second so me and him can talk.
Oh, okay, alright.
Come on, Melkesh.
Oh,
Fix him up.
we're going somewhere?
Just for a few
Outside.
minutes.
I guess I'm...
saying...
Private matter.
Alright, do you step outside and leave with Carnifex?
Yep.
I mean, we step out with Gunhild, right?
With Gunhild, I'm staying here to talk with Lockhart on my own.
Yeah, that's right.
Carnifex. I know the implication here is that because you're a member of the Crusade that I will just tell you this, but there is... I need to make sure you understand the level of what we're getting into here. Your friend is right, the coup has already begun. What I'm asking you to do, or what needs to be done at this point, is to prevent bloodshed in the Empire itself. We are forcibly changing leadership of the Crusade in this. We will be splitting into two distinct factions. They'll come for blood.
Unless we can convince them that what we're doing is right. If we can convince them that what we're doing will end this once and for all.
Then if we begin this process, I need to know you can find the general's ship. Search him out in the sky so that he doesn't come back to the Empire with an army. Siege it.
Basically go convince him myself.
Well, and failing any convincing. As I said, we've always done what's necessary.
Well, it looks like once things are done in this city, I'm going for a trip. But I need to know what's going on. I need information. I need to know what's happening. I cannot go into this blind.
The Crusade is aware that there are many individuals who are extraordinarily long-lived, mainly thanks to the long-lived nature of our Grand Commander. We knew that Ilya was one such person, and that had minded many of the politic of the Empire hundreds of years before us. Well, maybe I foolishly believed I could trust her. More so than Florentine, at least. Florentine was a very, very, very new addition. Very disruptive. Very evident she was doing something. Change the balance of power. I made a deal with Ilya. We gave her additional protection, additional access to the Crusade. Access it seems she used to get more in touch with the demons. And in turn, we took advantage of her long-lived nature. We took advantage of that and traded for a cachet of research done by... There's some screaming in the background.
There is a lot of screaming in the background.
Yeah, that's someone's kid. Sorry.
And what was in this research?
Location to a laboratory we turned into a Crusade black site. Information about the ability to attach metamagical parts to non-metamagical sources. And extremely potent memory crystal. Our goal was to remove the process of capture, remove the danger of corruption. We had no shortage of brain-dead individuals from our fights with the demons, so test subjects were not at a premium.
And what happened to this site?
They moved increasingly off the radar as I tried to regain control. They isolated themselves more and more. We prepared a recovery team after they had long gone dark, and by the time we had arrived there was nothing but a crater and a giant tree. I wish I could tell you what happened. All I know is they're gone.
Gone as in doesn't exist anymore, or gone as just hiding?
We are searching, but there is nothing that remains of that black site. Not one bit of technology, not one researcher, not one test subject.
Out of character, that's because we killed them all.
I wasn't here for that, so I'm just playing it like I Carnifex was napping.
As such, I have nothing but the blood on my hands of crusaders that gave their life to protect those demons from up from the library. A victory over Florentine that I can't possibly publicly tell to anybody. And nothing to show in return.
It. No.
I'm not going to pretend I'm not in this to save my own hide, Carnifex. If you were looking for my job, all you have to do is wait for the High Commander to return, and I guarantee it will be vacant.
No, too much paperwork for me. All I want to do is end this whole demon thing once and for all.
No.
And I cannot say much right now because I'm still looking into it. But there may be a way, but to do it, we need a united empire. We need to unite all the peoples of the land, or else we will fail. There is no other scenario in which we live. As the small one said, they have been 2 steps, possibly 3 steps ahead of us this entire time.
And I have
Sorry.
to tell you, I've run the numbers, Carnifex. Between those loyal to me, you, and Reinhardt, we make up almost half of the Crusade. But if they're this far ahead of us, the demons, that is, getting in a big fight with the other half will be a death sentence.
And that's why I have to go convince them that what we're doing is the right thing.
I hope so. The only other option is that fight or ensure our general never returns home.
Oh, man. I have to go talks with my associates. I guess I called them.
Understand.
But I will be back to talk to you when I have more. But just know that something is in the works. And hopefully, when we need it, we'll have your support, sir.
Yes.
It's not going to be easy. It is going to be one hell of an uphill fight. But if we could get everyone together, then we might actually stand a chance in all this.
I appreciate the reverence and chain of command here, but you've got me as much as I've got you in this situation.
I understand.
Let me know what you think is the right path for the Empire, and I'll advise you of what might get in its way. You need to be dismissed. You're dismissed, soldier.
I'll be back. When I have more. And then I go and find the others.
Alright, you're able to leave and find the others.
But I mean, barbecue sauce is just the better choice on those wings. I'm sorry.
He just nearby Crusade guard just shouts out, "Tomato or mustard-based barbecue sauce?"
Tomato? What kind of freak does mustard?
No, I just like my Crusade gold.
No, I'm sorry. I realize it's what you all have in stock, but that's just not good enough.
Can Gunhild and Lissy be watching this exchange like tennis?
I would say so.
It's time to go.
Lissy's
Real
just
question.
sitting on Gunhild's head, so she doesn't have to do any work.
Exactly.
The real question is spicy or sweet, soldier?
Oh, spicy. That's why.
It's
That's why.
Time to go
Both.
now.
Both! It should be both!
Gunhild just looks up at Lissy like, I don't understand why they don't like garlic herb.
At this
Not
point,
barbecue sauce!
they're ignoring me, so I'm just gonna pick up Malkash in one hand and
because
walk
they're
away.
boys.
The soldier just salutes you and shuts the fuck up.
Malkesh struggles for a second, then just goes limp like a kid being carried in the cat's mouth. I'm way too
He
used
tries
to
to
this
do
by
that.
now.
He tries to do that thing where little kids just go limp on the floor, but he can't reach it.
Yep. I'd argue I'm not getting enough exercise, but I don't really have a metabolism.
Alright, where do you all head, or do you just go to a quiet place in the Crusade complex?
Guess the next thing would be to talk to Vaguna.
We have some talking to do first.
Oh, okay.
So, what did you find out?
Do you guys know anything about a crater with a giant tree in it?
Yeah, we know a few things about that. I mean, if you
What?
want to know more about the tree, Hunhao could tell you more, but...
What did you do?
I mean, we burnt the place to the ground and killed every living soul there. Does that count?
Well, that solves problem one, yes.
Yeah, they were
Whoa.
experimenting with grafting and all sorts of really nasty stuff. And actually, it was the place apparently that they were storing Amboise memories.
Gunhild just pops in. It's where I came from, in a sense.
Yeah.
The technology was great.
No.
The stuff
Why do you
was-
need to know about this
The
place?
stuff was bad.
made a
Out
really
of
nice
character,
food.
Dan, did he say how secret this thing was? Like, should I not tell people?
I mean, if they essentially know about it, so I mean, clearly he didn't want you to tell them since he made them leave the room.
Yeah.
This is a character choice.
It was something that was under investigation. And when they went there, all they found was a crater in a tree.
Well, that's because it was destroyed.
Thoroughly, too.
They were working on, well, demon graphs, it seemed like, and that's it. Where dragon graph seems to have come from as well. At least someone is researching it.
They were also kind of like sterilizing people's souls and memories. It was pretty gruesome, actually.
I see.
Amusingly, it's where we got the soul for Archer, though. I mean, it's very rare to find a properly formatted soul for that kind of thing, but there was one just waiting for us.
Well, that solves problem one. Problem two is I might have to go do some traveling for work.
Oh. So soon?
To prevent a Crusader civil war, yes. Yes, soon.
Oh. So the general might not be the nice guy we think he might be? I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, unless I can convince him otherwise.
I mean, don't you kind of want our help with that?
Oh, I didn't say I was leaving yet.
Ah, okay.
But once we have things somewhat started down the right path here, I will have to go soon before word starts getting too far out. Otherwise,
Makes
we're going to have
sense.
half the Crusader forces coming down on us in bloodshed.
Ah,
Then he
At
can,
least Lockhart said that if we decide what we want to do, he'll try and help us and tell us what our obstacles may or may not be. So we have that.
I mean, I guess that's a plus. We do have a lot of obstacles.
He didn't say no, at least. So, but one of the big one is dealing with the general. In his words, either convincing him we're doing the right thing or stopping him from coming back. I don't want to do the second one. It would be a lot easier to have the full weight of the crusade, but yeah.
Doesn't seem like an easy choice to make, or one that you'd want to deal with, obviously.
No, but it's something we're going to have to deal with, because otherwise it is going to literally tear everything apart.
Well, if there's anyone can do it, it's got to be you. For better or worse. I'm trying to say I have faith in you. I'm not good with the words.
Words are dumb.
So now what?
Garlic chicken wing?
Well, now we go talk to Vaguna, or the grumpy one.
Garlic
And
chicken wings sound good too.
work first, food second.
No, we can
You can't-
stop on the way, can't we?
I mean, you can't do all this on an empty stomach.
I can.
Lizzie, you hungry?
Well, no. Only
I
Malcash
need
can.
something.
Well, I think that I think by vote we let's go eat.
I will pick you up and just march out
Nope,
of
nope,
here.
not voted. Okay, starts walking towards food.
Well, fine. I'll go do it on my own.
all right, we are over time thanks to all the technical difficulties. So, do we want to use this food break as
Sure.
an
I
excuse
possibly, could use going to bed. Just because, but if everybody else wants to continue on, I am.
No, it seems like a logical breaking point
Yeah.
for now. Plus, I mean,
the-
having
yeah,
Tyler and others.
The Vaguna meeting is going to be a big decision for a lot of things, so as many people as we can have is good.
Sounds good. I'm
Alright.
okay with that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
Well,
good.
thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyable meals, no matter what type of sauce or dry rub you enjoy on your chicken wing. Have a good night, folks.
See ya.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.